think there will be another one?
It's unlikely, but geological disturbances tend
भाई
to be
लास्ट वाले गेम में ना
unpredictable.
ये मैं इसको छुपा दूँ हो गया लास्ट
The
वाले
geysers and smell here
बोल लो तुम
are
बोल लो
worse because of Fimbulwinter.
मैं तो क्या ही कर रहा हूँ ना
Maybe the earthquakes are too?
Aye, you might be onto something, lad.
हो गया हाँ तो
Atreus,
मैं
look
इसकी
ahead.
आँख सुअर
Wow. Now this looks like a city.
Welcome to Nidavellir, brothers.
Hey, dwarves! Oh. They're, running away.
An alarm.
I'd only sound an alarm like that if I still had my
Okay.
body and was fearing the notion of being detached from it.
Why all that for us, though?
They are scared.
ये लोग ऐसे क्यों रिएक्ट कर रहे हैं भाई
Alarm, I'm afraid.
Why is everybody hiding?
Stay alert.
मुझे ये समझ में नहीं लगा इस तरीके से इनका रिएक्ट करना मेरे को थोड़ा अजीब लगा अबे भागे मत आराम चल
Hey, could we talk to
We
you
don't
for...
want any trouble, please.
There'll be no help, to be sure. Best we find the
Marega
tavern
kya?
Sindri mentioned on our own. And hope they
Mar
let
gaya
us
yaar.
in.
Is that a statue of Odin? They must really love him here.
Or fear.
ये ऑडिन का है शक्ल तो खराब लग रही है इसकी ऑडिन की वाह
Sindri!
Hello. I'd return your surprise, but I did know you'd be here. I've got something for you.
What is it, dwarf?
You know, I'm glad I came back here at least once before Ragnarok.
भाई पीछे कुछ है
Oh, if these cobblestones could talk. Then they'd have mouths. Filthy, disgusting mouths. Do you mind if I fiddle with your bow? Oh, you are long overdue for a replacement. Taking advantage of certain materials. Ow! Structural sensitivity to sonic vibrations has been something I've been meaning to try for quite some time now.
Thanks for, finally trying it. What's it gonna be this time?
अबे थोड़ा जोर लगा
Patience. I find it's best to see these things
इमेजिन कर अगर तू नहीं लगा तो पीछे से मुक्का मारेगा
in
एक
action.
लगा दिया ओह ओह कूल
There. Oh, take aim at that gate there. But before you loose, say Skialfa.
इस क्या फा क्या फा
Well, I certainly didn't expect you to disturb half the creepy crawlies in Nidavellir.
How was I supposed to know they were there?
मार एक और ये इसको इसके आफा का
Okay, so,
वाओ
Durlin,
सॉरी
Sindri, any idea where the tavern is?
Do I
Atreus.
look?
This way.
Atreus बाद में बात करना बेटा
Best of
चलो
luck.
थैंक यू ब्रदर
It seems like Nidavellir's locked down because of us.
Outsiders are not welcome here.
I imagine that large statue of Odin has something to do with it.
Well, everyone's hiding on this side too.
Odin's occupation of this realm has its hooks in deep.
But there aren't any guards patrolling. We're clearly not a threat. Why hide?
Resist and you're made an example of. To keep the rest in line.
अगर इधर ये है
Self-preservation can outweigh bravery for
इधर
even the
क्या है?
strongest of folk.
Fear keeps them safe and alive.
Jaffa.
वो वही है मैं इधर देखने आया कि यहाँ क्या है कहाँ आ गया? अच्छा इधर से शॉर्टकट था। ये क्या है? यहाँ क्या है? अच्छा यहाँ से तो निकले थे ना शायद। सॉरी, हाँ यहाँ से निकले थे। नहीं यार, कहाँ से आए थे हम लोग? भाई ये लिटरली नई गेम मेरे को इसलिए थोड़ा वो लगता है। हम लोग, हाँ हम लोग यहाँ से निकले थे और मैंने तीर इधर मारा था।
This looks promising, right? Less like a house. If he's here, maybe you should let me do the talking.
You.
Well, we don't want to intimidate him. You're tall as a tree and you have a severed head on your head.
None taken. Fair point, though.
Very well.
Excuse me, अबे ऐसे भी किसी डायरेक्ट घर में क्यों?
Think that's him?
ये कौन है?
Hello?
Watch yourselves. Apparently, there are intruders about.
Oh, that's us, I think.
Well, if you're planning on killing me, at least let me finish this song. That alarm was in just the perfect key.
We're just looking for a friend of ours named Derlin.
Well, we both know that's not true. Derlin's got no friends left. But if that's all you need, head out the back way there, and you'll see the safety office just across the river. Just don't go making trouble for the rest of us. And while you travel through this realm, maybe you could clean up the head's mess?
What mess?
Later, brother.
I wish to hear of this mess.
The rig's in the bay. Why don't you ask the condescending skull?
Head, I've got skin. But he's right. I made a mistake. I'd have us shut them down.
चले चलो ये खोलते ही रैप्टर नहीं पड़ता।
Sorry, one more thing. Although, these are gifts I'm giving to you, so I shouldn't be sorry and you should be thankful. Anyways, here, please be careful.
ये क्या जुगाड़ दिया है इसने भाई?
It's
कितना डर
beautiful.
लग रहा है।
Thanks, Sindri.
It is beautiful, isn't it? It's also very useful. You'll be able to find anything your heart desires with it.
Really?
As long as your heart desires the locations your father and you decide and plot to travel together, then yes.
It is a compass.
Ah, but a beautiful compass. Now scamper off.
चलो भाई।
Come. A boat cannot be far.
Huh. Really Earlier, Sindri made it sound like Durlin was some sort of rebellion leader. Doesn't sound like anyone's following him.
Was being the key word here, little brother.
There's a building just past these rocks behind me. Maybe we should head that way.
भाई कितना प्यारा पानी रख रहा है.
Ah, those bloody mining rigs.
What about them?
The Skald is right to blame me for them. They were my idea. If you've got the time, they're in the bay just beyond this tunnel. I'd particularly appreciate us checking out the mining rigs in the lake to the right. You can see the smokestacks from here.
But if you don't want to explore now, it looks like Durlin's place is through that open gate to the left. So, which way do we go? We could prepare more before rescuing Tyr. Up to you.
चलो पहले
Mimir,
ये लगाओ ना.
were you really the one who had those rigs built?
Odin wanted the dwarves under his control, and, well, I convinced him he could buy their allegiance instead of demanding it outright. A trade agreement of sorts.
One of the mining rigs is here?
See the smoke above us? That's where we're headed. Let's see if we can't shut it down.
Okay.
Up above! Poison!
Grim, push them high! Knock them down!
Above you! Watch out!
चलो बेटा. अच्छा. आजा.
Nightmare!
Watch your right!
चल बेटा.
Behind you, brother!
तुझे क्या लगा चल मार. चल सूख ले. क्या हो गया? निकले आवाज. और कौन है? ये मारेगा. अगर आप हेल्प देकर नहीं जाना ध्यान रखना. हेल्थ आ गई. हेल्थ आ गई. अब कौन बचा?
The rig's likely chock-a-block with materials that could help us. I'd grab whatever it spits up in the process.
ठीक है. अच्छा. इन मटकों में बम थे. जमा दिस पूरा.
If the dwarves agreed to the deal with Asgard, why do they blame you?
I talked them into their own exploitation.
They made their choice.
Work or die is not a choice. I only made it seem so. Brother, before we leave, perhaps it might serve us to check the rig and see if it spat anything up. What you just picked up there is pure Svartalfheim ore. It won't be of use in the rig anymore, but perhaps our Huldra brothers could craft something from it. One less feathery spy.
अब उधर जाना है. चलो.
Taking a break before visiting Durlin? Very wise. He can be a lot.
How did these rigs come to be?
I had them built to harvest ore for armaments. Essentially harnessing resources that would otherwise go to the dwarves.
You think shutting these things down will help the dwarves become independent?
I don't know, but I have to try something. There's another mining rig on this island, brother. Smell that smoke?
Why would the dwarves agree to work for the Aesir in the first place?
That's the heart of it, eh?
You lied to them.
I lied to them.
Bet we could swing across that, lift thing.
Gantry.
Gantry. Thanks.
Not quite right.
उसको यहाँ अटकाना पड़ेगा.
It's gotta be the right spot.
Shit, fuck.
Those barrels. They smell fuel.
ये क्या
Bet a
pressure
spark
होगा
from
भाई.
your blades would cause quite a boom.
अच्छा. Okay.
I think we could break through the ground here. if you found a high enough place to drop from.
वो तो कूद के चला जाना इसके ऊपर से तो तुझे कुछ लॉजिक वाला काम दे दिया ना मेरे को
Surprised the dwarves didn't shut these rigs off themselves.
One or two tried. The Einherjar made examples of them.
They killed the dwarves? Couldn't you have convinced them not to?
Aye.
अच्छा वो इधर आ गया चलो वही शाबाश नया मूव अभी ये भी वो है क्या
That should help.
Huh. Impressive.
इम्प्रेसिव लिखा हुआ था मेरे को थोड़ा समझ में नहीं है क्या जुगाड़ कर रहा है नीचे से वाह बता के नहीं मारा
Watch your right!
चलो एक और बंदा
You okay, Mimir?
To the blacksmiths of Svartalfheim, the creation of a weapon was a sacred thing. But Odin just wanted as many blades as he could get, as fast as he could get them. With every stolen resource or mediocre blade, the dwarves lost a bit of themselves.
Dwarf survived because of you.
Ah, you're not wrong there, brother. Odin would have wiped out every last dwarf in Svartalfheim.
जरूरत इसी
But
को
he couldn't use their skills. No one could.
आखिरी
Huh. There's such a big bay. There's no fish. Must be because of the smoke from those mining rigs.
और ये आखिरी
Mimir, how many stories have you told about Odin and Thor? And all the bad things they've done? Let's see how many we can remember. Seems like Father could use his memory refreshed.
My memory of them requires no refreshment. They invaded our home.
Yeah, but I'm talking about history. All the other people they've hurt. Let's see.
Not now.
Think that crane still works?
भाई ये क्या जुगाड़ है
Smell the smoke? There's another mining rig here.
You speak of your deeds with shame. Do you regret not allowing Odin to kill them?
I don't.
Behind you! The dwarves didn't like working for Asgard. Couldn't they just quit?
And do what? Their newly built forges poisoned the soil of Svartalfheim. Unable to grow their own food, they had to buy it from Asgard. If they stopped working, they'd be taking food out of their own mouths.
Oh, that's clever. And awful.
ओ भाई लो एक बार में सब खत्म
Yggdrasil Sea to Muspelheim. Think it might lead to that combat arena we visited years ago?
What makes you say that?
Wishful thinking, I guess. Going through Surtur's gauntlet, it was fun.
It was training.
You didn't have fun? Well, anyway. You should look for the other half of the seed. Once it's whole again, we can see where it leads. Great. Now we can make it across. Watch your left!
यार इसको एक नया वो भी देना चाहिए मारने के लिए अब किधर जाना है जाना किधर है चल अबे हिप्पोपोटामस कहाँ से आ गया
They just keep coming!
It's a bear trap. Spawning a little wretches like there's no tomorrow.
It will be so!
Watch your left!
Right side! Father! Behind! Incoming! Right side! Behind you!
Here they are. बहुत बढ़िया
Behind you! Incoming!
गुस्सा नहीं बस
Brother, I had a thought. What if we took a stealthy approach to our next battle?
चलो भैया उसका धंधा पानी बंद करो
If you could call so meager a task done. A wee drop out of the Asgardian occupational bucket.
You must live with your deeds, but do not be troubled by them, brother.
Oh? And why not?
You were given an impossible problem. Do not blame yourself for failing to solve it.
I'm sure the dwarves would feel differently. This doesn't fix things.
No, but it is a start.
A reminder, brother. That Svartalfheim slag we
Yeah,
collected
hell,
could be of
it's in the
considerable use in the hands of Brock or Sindri.
चलो